What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is DEESETURUMANE and I make videos about motherhood, lifestyle and fitness. So today's video is not a clickbaity video, guys. It's the truth. So I thought I would address this because I recently got a comment on one of my videos asking, why can I not find you on Instagram? And the reason you can't find me on Instagram is because I quit Instagram. So I quit Instagram just before the new year. It was something that I'd been thinking about for a while. I'd been trying to disable it for a while, and yeah, I didn't just uninstall the app off of my phone, I disabled it. That is why you cannot find me. If you search for DEESETURUMANE on Instagram, it's not going to come up. So I disabled it, and I heard from a friend who also disabled her account that if you don't log back in after you disabled it, if you don't log back in before a month is over, they delete your account. So for me, it's almost been 2 months that I haven't been on Instagram, and so you will not find me on Instagram. You also won't find Zion. Zion's account was linked to my account. So the reason I decided to disable my account is, like I said, it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. Instagram was so bad for my mental health. Like, oh my gosh. So first of all, you would have seen, if you've been keeping up with my videos, that towards the end of last year I was diagnosed with severe depression. I'll do a separate video telling you guys how I'm doing so far, blah blah blah. But I started on antidepressants in October last year, and I feel as though I should have started on them sooner. That's what my therapist said anyways, and she probably is right. She's always right. And one of when I was just like in this depressed state is I was always comparing myself to people online. So on Instagram, I followed a number of people, strangers as well as friends from high school, friends that I met later on in life, and I was always comparing myself, especially to my friends, to be like, okay, if it's the mom friends, and then, oh my gosh, you know, their child was born around the same time as my child, and they're now pregnant with their second child. Like, when am I gonna have another child? I'm turning 30 this year. I don't want to be an old mom to my second child, blah 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 blah. Oh my gosh, this one got married. When am I going to get married? That's a video for another day. When am I going to get married? Am I ever going to get married? Oh my gosh, this one open up a shop or whatever, blah blah blah. When am I going to open up my store? When am I going to open up my bakery or patisserie or cake studio, blah blah blah. I'm such a loser, I'm such a failure, woe is me. Then, you know, the thought spiral just continued. Like, I'm so terrible, I'm a terrible mom, I'm a terrible partner, I'm a terrible baker, blah 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 blah. So can you just imagine? Okay, I already suffer from depression, and then I add Instagram pressures on top of that. It's just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm such a loser, I feel like I'm such a failure, always comparing myself to others. And so first, to try to combat that, the comparisonitis, I muted a lot of people on my feed and on stories, so that I wouldn't see their stories and wouldn't see some of the things that they post on their feed. But I just still felt like, you know what, this was not enough. I'm still sort of seeing them, because I'd mute stories most of the time because I was on stories a lot, but I'd somehow see some of the stuff they'd post on their feed and then still feel terrible about myself. So muting was not working, and then my sister said, why don't I just unfollow everybody? But that was not going to work for me, because there were a lot of people that I was like connecting with on Instagram, friends that I made on Instagram, like that from overseas and everywhere else, that I didn't know like personally in real life. So that wasn't going to work. So I just decided, you know what, it's best for me to just not be on Instagram at all. I wasted a lot of time on Instagram as well. Like, first thing in the morning I would do is reach for my phone and scroll Instagram. Like, why was I doing that? And I put in so much effort into creating content on Instagram. If you followed me on Instagram, you'd know that I put like so much educational content around fitness and nutrition, carousels that I'd create, like gifs and carousels and infographics and stuff on Instagram to educate people, and it just wasn't giving me what I needed. Like, I wasn't getting the amount of reach or followers or even clients from Instagram that I just felt like I deserved. My Instagram was doing terribly. I'd spend like a day filming reels that I know, okay, cool, I've got enough reels for like a week or 2 weeks, and then when you post the reels don't perform that well. It's just like, why am I even bothering to do this? Why do I bother to do this? And so it even got to a point where I felt as though I needed to change who I was as a person, like outwardly, my looks, in order to be more palatable to people. I mean, you see right now, like, I've got my natural hair, my little mini afro. I thought, maybe, you know what, when I'm doing my fitness videos, I need to be, you know, made up with a wig on, like inches, serving inches baby, serving looks baby. And that's just not who I am. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. You will never see me at the gym with a full face of makeup on, because I'm going to the gym to like get a good sweat in, and I want my skin to also be popping. You know, it is popping right now, so it doesn't make sense for me to be wearing makeup and then sweating and clogging my pores, blah blah. It's a whole mess. I spent a lot of money to get my skin to look like this. It was struggling when I started on my antidepressants. And so yeah, I mean, how that just, like, when I think about it right now, I'm just like, why would I need to change what I look like to be more palatable? I don't know. I just felt like in the fitness world, like, black girls, that's what they look like. They've got more followers, not necessarily even qualified. And I just thought, you know what, I am qualified. I am a qualified nutrition coach, I'm a qualified personal trainer, but they don't like how I look because I don't have the wig, I don't have the face beat, blah blah blah. But like, I don't care for that. I look the way I look, and I like how I look. It's comfortable, it's practical. I'm a mom. I don't really have time to put a wig on every morning and put a full face of makeup on every day. Yes, I do that sometimes, especially now that my son is at school in the morning. Sometimes I do put on a little bit of makeup, but how can I let Instagram make me feel like what I look like was not good enough? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So it's really been almost 2 months. It hasn't even been a full 2 months that I've been off of Instagram, but I can tell you right now that my life has changed for the better already. First of all, I've got more time to myself. When I was like in the considering stage of like quitting Instagram, or how to manage my Instagram, or the time that I spend on Instagram, I had put on the timer on my phone, the app timer, to be like, okay, I'm going to spend only 2.5 hours on Instagram every day. When the 2.5 hours is up, then the timer would lock me out of Instagram. And I just felt like that wasn't enough, because then I would increase the time. You can increase it for like 5 or 10 minutes. But still, I feel like 2.5 hours was just too much of my time on Instagram, comparing myself to people, feeling terrible about myself. So I've got more time to myself because I'm not spending 2.5 hours on Instagram every day. I have more time with my son, and I'm not trying to snap things for the gram. And you know, his account was linked to mine, and initially when I started Zion's account, it was so that I could maybe work with brands with him. And I just thought about this, like, I didn't have my son to make him like a paycheck, you know, like, it'd be nice, yeah. So then I put his account on private. His account was private, but like, still, he had probably like 90 followers there, and yeah, it was just not aligning with my true self and who I wanted to be as a mom, what I wanted to teach him as a mom. Yeah, I didn't have my son for him to be a paycheck to me. And I'm not judging anybody whose children work. Zion is gonna work, just not via, you know, brand partnerships and stuff sort of like that. He is going to work, maybe next year or the year afterwards. When he's either 3 or 4, he will start working, and of course that money is going to go towards his investment accounts, so that he doesn't struggle later on in life, like, yeah. But yeah, I have more time to myself. I have more time for my son. I also have more time to sort of like be intentional in life, you know. I'm not just oh, look, this person is doing this, let me try that. Oh, this person doing that, let me try that. I have more time to be intentional with myself, with my son, and the things that we do together. I'm not always trying to snap things and for the gram. And when I do snap things, I keep them, like I keep every single one of his pictures like on my drive, on my cloud, or to send to my sister or my mother, you know, not just to like post on the gram and be like, oh, look how cute my son is. Yes, he is very cute, and that's great. Like, so what? He's cute, so what? But he's not cute for me to go and flaunt to the world. Yes, you will see him in my videos sometimes, but yeah, Instagram was just another ball game for me. Another way that my life has changed since I got rid of my Instagram is like I'm doing things for myself and not necessarily for the gram. I don't think I was necessarily that person to be doing things for the gram, but everything, wherever I was going, whether it's like out for a meal, whatever, I was snapping, you know, on stories, cheersing, boomerang cheers, blah blah blah. It's just like I don't do that anymore, and I think it goes back to being more intentional and being more present in all the things that I'm doing, and I'm doing things for myself. I feel like a lot of the time on Instagram is like the cool kid circle, right? And I am by no means a cool kid at all. Like I said, I don't have my edges laid and inches, baby, and face beat, blah blah blah. And I'm doing like things for me. I'm a nerd at heart, okay? If you know me from back in the day, I've been a nerd. I played piano for close to since I was 11 until I was like 19. So that's a really long time, you know. Close to 10 years that I played piano. I was always reading, and now I'm back to reading. I'm reading 1 book a month. I want to get to reading 2 books a month, but we'll see how that goes. It's a little bit difficult being a mom and reading 2 books a month, but I'm back to reading. I read a book last month called Clara and the Sun. I'm reading one right now called Songbirds, and I just ordered another book by Emily Henry called Be to Read. That's my March book. So if you follow me on TikTok, I am on TikTok a lot, honey. Follow me on TikTok, you'll see I do my book reviews on there when I'm finished with the book, and if I receive a new book, you know, delivery, if I've ordered it or gone to exclusive books and bought a new book, you will see me showing the books there. Another thing that I've gotten into is I'm learning sign language. Yes, not to be signing on the gram, but for myself, just because, you know what, I need an outlet, I need a hobby. I was going to learn Spanish because it's close to French and I can speak French, but who am I going to speak Spanish to? So I'm learning South African Sign Language. I do know a little bit of American Sign Language, and I tend to mix the two sometimes, but I'm learning South African Sign Language because I'm South African and I live in South Africa. So yeah, I'm just doing things that bring me joy and not draining myself. And so because of that, my mental health has improved a lot, because I've taken the time off of Instagram. Well, I've deleted Instagram, and I'm doing things for myself, reading, journaling, and learning a new language. Will I go back to Instagram? The answer is no, I will not. I will not be going back onto Instagram. There's no need. Okay, I thought, you know what, it's a great way to keep up with old friends, blah blah blah, but you know what, if you are a real friend, you have my number. If you don't, then we're not real friends, we're just social media friends. You have my number, and I actually write down, if I'm planning my day, like tonight I'll plan my day for tomorrow, I will write down, check in on X friend. Like, I make time, I write it on my to-do list to be like, check, whether it's via WhatsApp or sending a message to say, hey, I'm free on such and such date, would you like to go get a coffee or something, or, you know, I'm more intentional with who I want to spend my time with, and I don't want to spend my time on Instagram, so that's a no. another question you might be asking yourself is, if I've left Instagram, then why am I on TikTok and on here on YouTube? They are so different to me, and I know maybe some TikTokers will argue and say that they're the same, but for me they're not. Instagram, like I said, it's like, oh, clicky and cool kids, and I've got 10,000 followers and wada. And TikTok for me is just like so free, and I can be myself, and I can literally talk like this, with no makeup, with my afro hair, and just wearing earrings. And it's so fun. There's so many different communities: mom talk, book talk. Yeah, those are the two that I'm really into. And sometimes I dance on TikTok, so it's fun. It's fun for me. I like being there. And there's no ways that I spend 2.5 hours on TikTok. I cannot scroll for 2.5 hours just watching short clips, 7-second clips, 15-second clips. Like, it doesn't happen. And yes, I do have a timer on my TikTok. I think it's 2.5 hours, but I never exceed that timer, which is interesting to me. And YouTube is so different. I literally upload and go. I upload my videos and I go. I'm not there scrolling. Sometimes I will watch videos, but hardly ever do I binge watch videos. I've stopped also binge watching Netflix because now I'm reading. I realized for the month of January, during the Daniel fast season, I fasted in Netflix, and I spent a lot of that time reading. And so I will watch an episode here and there, but a lot of the time I'm not binging on Netflix. And so yeah, I'm not going to go back onto Instagram. I did think that I would need to for my channel to cross-pollinate and stuff, but I cross-pollinate on my WhatsApp and on Facebook. I hardly use Facebook. I literally also post and go. And yeah, I'm on my baking Instagram though, and I post and go. The baking side of Instagram is like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and be mad that, oh look, her cake is prettier than mine. No. So there's that. I don't have a personal Instagram anymore. I do have a baking one, and it's cute, and it's for my business, and I'm focusing on my business and sipping my water, drinking my tea, not drinking alcohol still. I can't wait for you guys to see the video of 1 year not drinking alcohol. It's coming soon, so please be on the lookout. So yeah, let me know, what do you guys think? How's Instagram in 2022? Is it still ghetto? Because I feel like it's still ghetto. How's Instagram? Let me know if you're on. So that's why you cannot find me on Instagram, is because I don't have a personal Instagram account. If you like to bake and you want to come see the things that I offer, obviously I can only offer those things if you live in Johannesburg. Come see my baking stuff and have fun, and of course come through to TikTok. TikTok is the best. Okay, so yeah, hope that's a helpful video, and I hope you will also consider, not necessarily, you don't have to delete Instagram and be extreme like I am, but consider taking a detox from Instagram. Okay, these apps are created to be addictive. It's like, you know, you post and then you're like, oh, I've only gotten 5 likes, and you refresh and you refresh and you refresh. It's like a slot machine. So yeah, get your attention elsewhere, you know. Don't be looking down at your phone and your screen. And you know what pisses me? One thing I've noticed, I'm rambling now, this video is going to be aimed soon, don't worry. One thing I've noticed since I quit Instagram is like the people that have not quit Instagram, they're always on their phones when I'm with them. So it pisses me off that, yo, I've got a busy life, okay? I'm a mom, I run my business, and I've made time in my diary to come be with you, but you are on your phone. It's rude. It's rude. I could have been at home with my son, or I could have been like sitting down and thinking about new products for my business. So yeah, don't be that person. If you're with people, be with the people that you're with. Leave your phone. Don't even have it on the table. Put it in your bag, because if it's facing down and you're still like, oh my gosh, waiting for that ping notification. Gosh. Anyways, okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.